Good morning and welcome to the Crawford County Board of Commissioners meeting for July 28th. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance with Commissioner Weiderspan.
Let's all rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Francis.
You're welcome, sir.
I'll need approval of the minutes from the meeting on July 14th, 2021.
So moved.
Second. Properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Any approval of the minutes from the work session on July 21st, 2021.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Approve the payment of bills in the amount of $3,383,809.79 for the period ending July 27th, 2021.
So moved.
I'll second. And properly moved to second. Any discussion?
Nope.
Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. There were no executive sessions to report? And no one for public comment? Okay, we'll start with the domestic relations. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm here,
Carl.
hello. I'm here to have you approve the copier maintenance and supply agreement we have with Hagen Business Machines for our copiers.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Public safety, Greg? Morning, Greg.
Morning, we'd like to have your approval to construct a 195-foot communications tower in Salisbury Township using ARPA funds at a cost of approximately $350,000.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Thank you. And also, we would like to approve a contract with Mobilecom to work as our project manager on the construction of the West Tower at a cost of $15,000, again paid with the ARPA funds.
So moved.
I'll second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Planning. You thought you were lower in the list, huh, Zach? Oh, okay.
Good morning, guys.
Morning,
Morning,
Zach.
Zach.
First item this morning, we're seeking approval of an invoice from Hasbrook Sand and Gravel for the Titusville Day Park project in the amount of $1,392.87. This is paid for through the City of Titusville's fiscal year 2019 CDBG program.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Next, we're seeking to ratify 2 invoice payments to Combine Construction, Inc. through the 2015 TAP grant. This is for Conneaut Lake's downtown revitalization project.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Finally, we're seeking approval of a resolution appointing 2 individuals to the Broadband Technical Advisory Committee for a term of 1 year, ending July 1st, 2022.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? Is that the last appointments?
We
Yeah.
have 2 more
Two more.
appointments we're waiting on to hear back from the
And the total
organization.
amount would be
It's 10 people.
10. Okay.
Very good.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Zach.
IT? Morning, Tim.
Morning, Tim.
Commissioners. IT is here to ratify the purchase of hardware, maintenance of compellent data storage hardware from Park Place Technology for $4,858.26.
So moved.
I'll second. And probably move to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Okay, where next is to ratify the purchase of the video equipment installation for the courthouse assembly room from Smart Solutions for $26,234.30.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
And finally, to approve the purchase of a 20-pack license pack of switch licenses to manage county network from DES for $3,450.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank
Tim.
you.
Thanks, Tim.
Crawford County Maintenance.
Morning.
Good morning, Mark.
I'm asking to approve the following invoices for the courthouse remodeling projects. The new print room for $262.29 from Weber Electric, for $510. And the Home Depot for $257.19 and for $510 from Weber Electric. The new conference room in the amount of $159.99 from Ace Contractor. The new finance office in the amount of $27 from Fine Print. Maintenance office remodel in the amount of $27 from Fine Print. And the new human resources office in the amount of $27 from Fine Print.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Asking to approve the purchase of an aluminum tailgate for the 2020 Chevy dump truck through U.S. Municipal for $2,275. This will be paid for with liquid fuels money, and that should be saying that it's ratified.
Thank you.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to ratify the purchase of a Clark Carpet Master 115 series vacuum from Walmart.com for $508.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Asking to approve to install an igniter at the Renewed Life Haven from Rabe Environmental Systems for $637.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.
The courts.
Good morning.
Good morning, Heidi.
Morning, Heidi.
This morning, we're working on our 2021 Aopc security grant project. The first thing we have to approve is the purchase of 20 UL 752 Level 3 bullet-resistant wall panels and 6 3.5-inch bullet-resistant batten strips from Safe Wood Designs for a cost of $8,720 shipped. These are going to MDJ Titusville, Vernon, and Linesville offices.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
The second thing we have is to approve the purchase of 8mm safety film for the clerical office windows of MDJ Meadville from Larry's Tint Shop, Inc. for $726.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
We're requesting to purchase electronic release button system with electric slide from Mobilecom for $1,708 for the MDJ Meadville office.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
We're requesting approval for the proposal of Heinz Construction, Inc. for installation of the bullet-resistant wall panels at MDJ Titusville office. The cost is $2,560.
So moved.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Seeking to approve the purchase of one security monitor setup from USA Choice for $738 for the Titusville office.
Make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
We're seeking approval for a proposal from Thayer Home and Property Services for installation of bullet-resistant wall panels at the MDJ Vernon office. The cost is $3,950.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
We're seeking to approve the purchase for one level 3 bullet-resistant fixed light transaction window from Meadville Plate Glass Company, Inc. at a cost of $6,700 for the MDJ Linesville office.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Also for the Linesville office, we're seeking approval of the proposal of Bruce Gehring Contractor for installation of their bullet-resistant wall panels and the transaction window for $3,875.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Weiderspan.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
We're also seeking approval of a purchase of 8mm safety film for the exterior window of the clerical area from Larry's Tint Shop, Inc. at a cost of $650 for that Linesville office.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call?
Henry.
Yes.
Weiderspan.
Yes.
We're seeking to approve the purchase of viewing monitors for 2 stations from Mobilecom at a cost of $3,875 for the Linesville office. This one is a portion reimbursed by the AOPC grant and a portion by the Warren Fee Split funds.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
We're seeking approved purchase of 2 security cameras from USA Choice for Titusville office at $660. This is from their warrant fee split funds.
Make the motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes.
And lastly, we're seeking to approve the purchase of a burglar alarm system for the MDJ Vernon office from Mobilecom. This costs $1,998 and will be, come from their warrant fee split funds.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Heidi.
Thanks for all your work on that too, Heidi. Human Services, you just can't follow that today, so.
No, I'm.
Thank
sure
you.
I seen you back there giving her pointers at the beginning about how to handle a long list.
First item I have this morning is the fiscal year 21-22 contract with BHC Advanced Services. This contract is to reimburse Human Services for the delivery of boundary spanner services and person-centered programming. The total contract amount is $172,280.
Make the motion.
I'll second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next item is ratification of the Human Services Block Grant for fiscal year 21-22. The budget covers mental health, intellectual disabilities, homeless assistance, some substance use disorder services, and the Human Services Development Funds. The plan runs from 7/1/21 to 6/30 of 22. The proposed budget is $4,505,565, of which $243,437 is county dollars, which is an increase of $163 over last year.
So moved.
Second. Been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes.
Next, seeking ratification for a purchase requisition to the Titusville Area School District for the purchase of UKRU equipment. This is nonviolent crisis intervention technique, and the total cost is $9,271, all paid with Systems of Care grants.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Yes.
And the last item is a 21-22 contract with Water Logic USA for 6 upgraded water dispensers. Total cost to the county is $31.72 a month.
So moved.
Second. It's been properly moved in second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Finance, Stephanie?
Good morning.
Good morning, Stephanie.
Morning, Steph.
For your approval, I have invoices totaling $142,903.05. These were detailed at the work session last Wednesday.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Henry.
Yes. Thank you. Commissioners, are you taking both? The ordinance? Okay.
So the first is an ordinance to establish parking restrictions at the county fairgrounds and to provide for enforcement of that ordinance by the Fair Board. The ordinance authorizes the Crawford County Fair Board to establish parking restrictions at the fairgrounds for the 2-week period that begins 7 days before the public opening of the fair and then ends on the last day of the fair. And it'll apply each year, not just this year, but each year going forward unless the ordinance is terminated. And they will, it authorizes them to place signage up there noting where parking is not permitted, where cars would be towed in the event they were towed, to authorize ticketing, et cetera. So I guess that's it.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion?
There's been issues before with people parking in fire lanes or blocking access to various venues up to the fairgrounds. And if there was, previously, if there wasn't a commissioner on the fairgrounds, the Fair Board didn't have the authority to have a vehicle towed. This gives them that authority if one of the commissioners aren't on the fairgrounds. So I think this will be a good help and hopefully alleviate some of the parking problems we've had in the past.
Yeah, and I think that, well, Dean's in the audience, but they're still gonna try and find whose owner it is first. They certainly wanna move the car if we can, so
Right,
it's not,
correct.
it's not a zero tolerance. We'll try and get them to move before then, but I think it's a good step. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Henry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then The next is the approval of the release agreement between Crawford County and Kenneth, Salisbury. Before voting on the proposed settlement, the Commissioners would like to issue the following statement regarding the Salisbury matter. This statement will be the Board of Commissioners' only statement on the case. While the Commissioners have been successful in defending Mr. Salisbury's claims in both federal and state court, appeals are still pending and the litigation has reached a point where it is more economical to the county to settle the matter than to continue to pay defense costs. The Board of Commissioners firmly believes that it handled the Salisbury matter appropriately at the time, and the courts thus far have upheld that view. But the time has come where financial practicalities warrant bringing the matter to a close instead of continuing to dispute Mr. Salisbury's claims based on principle. Now, I should note the amount of the agreement, although I don't have a copy of it in front of me. I believe my memory was as $13,500 is the amount of it. Can you confirm that, Gina? You don't have a copy in front of you? Okay, all right. I believe that was the amount. Okay,
Sounds right.
thank you.
Okay, I will make that motion.
I'll second. Been probably moved second. Any discussion?
No, sir?
Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, Keith.
Thanks, Keith.
Some new hires and transfers in your packet.
Yeah, I would make the motion to approve the new hires and transfers list in our packet.
I'll second. Properly moved second. Any discussion? Roll call.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so for additional information for you, the next work session is August 4th, and then full session will be August 11th. We are moving the work session for the next week after that to a Thursday. With that being said, we'll end up with some commissioner comments. Commissioner Wiederspan.
I'd just like to remind everybody, I'm sure everyone knows, Crawford County Fair is happening this year, coming up in less than a month. A lot of exciting things going on, a lot of work being done to prepare for the fair, and we're going to have a great fair. Lots of things to see and do, so I appreciate all the work the Fair Board's done into it, and we have the Fair Board President, Dean Maynard, here, and appreciate all the work he's done, so. Sure. And of course, this is the 75th year of the fair, so there'll be a dedication and opening ceremonies for that on Sunday, the 22nd. I believe it begins at 5 o'clock in front of the History Building. With the dedication of that building and the brick walkway, and then the ceremony will move to the grandstand following that. So I invite everybody to come and enjoy the fair as we have it for 74 previous years.
Thank you. And thank you, Dean, for all you guys' work, and you have lots more to do, I'm sure. So there is a couple work sessions if you want to help out to volunteer. They have next couple weeks, painting or covering barrels or whatever Mark puts your way, I guess. So nothing above the height of what you can reach, he said. So that's what he told us. The only thing I would add is that there's been discussion about how the county spends ARPA money, and I would just tell everybody, as always, Francis and Chris on any other week is available to discuss that. And if you have a comment or how you think that the money should be spent, we're always willing to listen to anyone. We all have our email listed on the website. You can find our cell phones or our regular business phones on our account, our site as well. Please set a meeting up. I've heard some different things about it. I'm just curious what everybody else has to say, but we've always been like that. So as we go through that process, you're certainly welcome to talk about those. Any other business at all?
No, sir.
Take a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. We are adjourned. Thank you. Ready, Ellie? Okay. All right, I'd like to call the Salary Board meeting to order for July 28th, 2021, and start with the approval of minutes from the July 14th meeting.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. There were no executive sessions listed. And then we have some motions before the board. Public safety?
Asking to set the rate for the new hire of Karen Hahn as a per diem 911 dispatcher, adding to our list effective August 15th, 2021. Salary set at $14 an hour as of August 26th.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Greg. The Care Center being presented by Ellie, correct, right? Okay.
I'd like to request to ratify the rate for the emergency transfer of Carrie Garcesius per diem RN manager transferring from full-time RN manager replacing Amy Garris effective 7/19/2021 at $34 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request the rate, to set the rate for the emergency new hire of Candace Schaefer, artist per diem LPN effective 7/22/2021 is $23 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to set the rate for the transfer of Rachel Smith for diem CNA transferring from full-time CNA replacing Amber Ann Way effective 8/02/2021 as set by the salary board, 7/14/2021 is $16.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to set the rate for the new hire of Kathy Jamuna, full-time RN manager replacing Tanya Gable effective 7/29/2021 as set by the salary board, 12/9/2020 is $29.84 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to set the rate for the new hire of Jamie Rhodes for diem nutrition aide replacing Annette Luce effective 8/5/2021 as set by the salary board, 7/14/2021 is $10.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Request to set the rate for the rehire of Crystal Hawk for diem CNA, replacing Madeline Swaby effective 7/29/2021 as set by the salary board, 7/14/2021 is $16.50 per hour.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. The rest of the information we have is for information only. Any other business to be brought before the salary board? We ask for a motion for adjournment, please.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. You all set, Gina? Okay, I'd like to bring the retirement board meeting to order for July 28th, 2021. I need approval of the minutes of the July 14th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. There were no executive sessions, and we're ready for Eugenia.
Okay, I make the motion for Paula Householder, formerly of Public Safety, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 4/5/2021, last date paid in interest through 6/15/21.
I'll second.
Been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next, I make the motion for Victoria Gallo, formerly of Public Safety, to withdraw retirement with a start date of 4/12/2021, last date paid in interest through 5/18/21.
Second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
And last, I make the motion to approve the Corn Ferry invoice number 195227456 for July 2021 actuarial services in the amount of $2,151 paid from the retirement checking account.
I'll second.
It's been properly moved to second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Any other business for the retirement board? I would entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you. And we do have a election board, correct?
Yes, we do. Gina, are you or Terry gonna take notes?
Pardon?
You or Jean, or Terry gonna take notes?
Yeah, I
Since-
will. Yeah.
Since Christopher's not here. I appreciate that. Okay, we'll call the election board meeting to order for July 28th. Could I have approval of minutes for the July 14th meeting?
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up on the agenda is the approval of moving the Rockdale Township polling location from the current location of Rockdale Township Municipal Building to the Miller Station United Methodist Church at 28042 Miller Station Road, Cambridge Springs.
So moved.
I'll second. Any discussion? This will certainly make accessibility a lot easier for the voters in that area, and being pretty close to the road, it probably even the safety for parking and everything, and I would assume more parking. I haven't been to that church, but should be a great location for those voters. Any other discussion?
No.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is to approve the moving of the polling location from Meadville 22 from the First Presbyterian Church on Liberty Street to St. Bridget's Church at 967 Chancery Lane, Meadville.
So moved.
I will second that. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of the motion signify by aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next up, we're ready for some discussion on moving the polling location in Springboro. Gina, you and Jess went out and toured all the locations this spring. Maybe you'd like to give us a little report and the reasons why.
Sure. So we're required annually to do an ADA compliance check of all the polling locations. And overall, I'm really pleased with Crawford County because I think, 99% of the places had very minimal identified matters to take care of. They were primarily compliant in every way, with the exception of trivial things like maybe a door handle or proper signage. We did identify just a couple places that had some design issues that would have taken some amount of funding to improve. Springboro was one of them, and the volunteer fire department was graciously willing to allow us to use their space as a polling location that was already perfectly compliant. So we were very pleased to receive that information and very happy to take them up on that offer.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but since this has been brought up in me and discussed, that we can now post signage to advertise the,
We would like to ask for that, for your approval to do so, yes.
That sounds good to me.
we can make that approval at this meeting to post the signage. Okay, I'd entertain that motion.
So moved.
I will second that. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. And Gina, if you'd handle the next one for us.
Sure. So, by the same token, we were looking at some of the locations in Meadville. Meadville 4, which is Holland Towers, and Meadville 5, which is the Wadsworth Evangelical Church. Both of those locations had some issues that not necessarily building-wise or structurally, but Holland Towers parking was a challenge, and our voters often weren't unable to, park close to the building, which in the spring sometimes is not that much of a challenge. In the fall, occasionally in northwestern Pennsylvania, it can be a challenge. And so we looked at those. Meadville 5 did have a couple of small design issues. But the number of registered voters in both of those areas have been at or below 25% turnout for a number of years. In fact, in the 2021 primary, the total combined number of voter turnout for both of those precincts was less than 100. So we felt comfortable with merging their location into another area so that we could have multiple polling precincts within the same location as we do in several other areas. And we are working with developing some partnerships as far as making it easier for the voters to get to those places. But where we're looking at is Meadville, it's currently Meadville 3-1, or the Active Aging Lou Davies Center. which is beautifully compliant with the ADA requirements, and has more than enough parking and ample space inside the room where voting is done to be able to comply with all three precincts being in that location. So we would ask again that you would consider allowing us to post signs for making that move possible.
Okay, I'd entertain that motion.
So moved.
I will second it. Any further discussion?
Just that I think maybe you might have additional comments as we go, that this is just a fluent operation. I appreciate all the time you guys spent on all those places, you and Jess. So.
Any others? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Gina, since you're on a roll, you might as well take the
I'm
next one.
on a roll, I might as well keep going. So we did have a couple of precincts, one in particular is Beaver Township, where there is no alternate location to move them. They currently use the community center. It did have some design issues that needed attention. We are currently working with an engineer and with some CDBG funds that the planning department is helping assist us with so that we can bring that up to code. It's primarily the ramp was just sort of outdated. So they're going to have, help us with that, making sure that the parking and the ramp are brought up to code so that Beaver Township can continue to vote in that same location. But again, overall, really pleased with Crawford County and how they continue to uphold the standards of the ADA compliance.
Making my rounds, I'm generally in the eastern third of the county. We brought that to the attention of Sparta Township a year or two ago, and man, they did a first-class act,
They did a wonderful
making
job,
that ADA compliant.
above and beyond.
They were a model for what can be done. So I appreciate again all the work you've done on that. I don't believe we need any action on that item, so just information only. Any other business for the election board this morning? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I will second. We are adjourned.